Alrighty, we are talking about repairing scratches in hardwood floors. First thing you want to do is start out with your sandpaper. I'm going to start out with a 60 grit. It's a pretty aggressive sandpaper, so you don't want to go real hard with it. You can do more damage with the 60 grit if you get careless. Whenever you're working with hardwood or any kind of wood and you want to sand that wood, you really want to make sure that you're doing your sanding action with the grain of the wood. If you start going cross grain or start doing swirly motions, that kind of thing, it's going to cause you more work than if you would just continue to go with the grain. So just pay attention to which way the grain is going. So not a whole lot of pressure, but what you want to do is just slightly start to work on that scratched area. As you work on this floor, you are not trying to sand this scratch out completely. If you were to sand on the scratch until the scratch would disappear, you would actually have to make a bowl in your floor, and that bowl is going to be more obvious once this project is complete. And we're going to move to 150 grit. We've already got our square ready to go. Here's our 150 grit. Same thing as before. You can use a little bit more force since you've got a less aggressive sandpaper, but that same basic action is what you want to do. Sand with the grain and just begin to continue to work on that scratch a little bit. All right, so we've sanded that out. We're done with our 150, and I like to finish with 220 grit. And so again, we've got our square of sandpaper. We've done all our sanding. It's now time to reapply our floor finish. Before you do that, get yourself some mineral spirits or some turpentine. You want to real lightly just wipe that area down with the mineral spirits. We're using spray urethane today to fix our floor in an aerosol can. Got to be concerned about overspray when you're using an aerosol can. So you want to protect that area of your floor that you don't want a new finished surface on. So for us today, we're just going to use a little bit of cardboard to protect the area of our floor that we don't want spray on. Shake up your can real well. Follow the directions on the back of your can on how to apply it. Real even strokes, back and forth. People get into trouble with this when they're spraying and they want to stop. When you're going back and forth, this motion here, when I stop my spray going this way to begin coming back towards me, that little hesitation allows that urethane to puddle. Begin your movement to press the plunger, spray it, and then let go and keep moving. And over the course of a couple hours, lay down 4 or 6 coats of urethane over this area. Again, doing light coats, because light coats will get you better results than 2 or 3 really heavy coats. And with that last coat of spray, our floor scratch is now very hard to find.